Hey everyone, One Big Boss here, and we are back for yet another new to retro review. Confused? You're probably wondering why another review is out when the Simpsons Arcade game just came out this week, the one that we just reviewed. Relax. Since I took a week off, and a lot has happened while I was gone, I decided that you, the fans, deserve a little treat. So I'm giving you a twofer this week. Like I said, there was a lot that went on while I was away, and I tried to work on some reviews while I was gone for a week in California, but it just didn't happen. I was having a blast, what can I say? I mean, I miss doing this, but sometimes you just need a break, you know? So, for episode 17, we will be reviewing a long-awaited fighting crossover game, Street Fighter X Tekken. So, grab your arcade sticks and let's get into this. Capcom and Namco have teamed up, but not for the first time. In 2005, they teamed up to bring people Namco X Capcom. But it didn't consist of just Street Fighter and Tekken characters, but characters from various Namco and Capcom games. So this time around, Katsuhiro Harada, Tekken's producer, and Yoshiniro Ono revealed at the 2010 Comic-Con at the Street Fighter 4 panel that they began working on Street Fighter X Tekken, and that a similar game was in the works, but it's going to be in the style of Tekken. Ono states that a 3DS version of the game should happen, but nothing else has been said on the matter. I mean, we've already got the PlayStation Vita version, I don't know if it's out yet or if it's going to be coming out soon, but, I have heard of it, and honestly, I don't see why they wouldn't do a 3DS version. That's just my opinion. I think that they probably should, or, probably are going to do it, because, I mean, it's Capcom, they pretty much are porting everything to every system, and with the PlayStation 3 and the PlayStation Vita's compatibility, take it anywhere on the go and stuff, I mean, why not do it for the 3DS for those of us who don't want a PS Vita? Of course, I'm still on the fence about the Vita for right now.
Catch up with half.
The main story of the game for Street Fighter X Tekken is about the fighters from both sides of the Capcom and Tekken series who are all traveling to Antarctica to a cubical object that crashed down from space. Nobody knows what its origins are or why it's crashed on Earth, and the energies within have caused a global conflict and strange activities to anyone who approaches it. Mishima Zaibatsu, Shadow Lu, and other fighters head to Pandora for their own reasons. The fight engine of this game is that of Super Street Fighter 4, but modified. The modes of the game include a versus mode, training mode, and a mission mode, where you must complete each task given to you exactly as it's told. The tag system is much like that of Tekken Tag Tournament, but you are able to do combos after a tag. Also, the KO system works the same as Tekken Tag as well, where if one character dies, you lose the entire match, regardless if you have a character remaining. Though this didn't sit well with me that much. I really wasn't too happy about that. But there's also going to be a scramble mode where all four characters, like I'm showing here, can fight at once, as well as the Pandora mode that ties into the story mode. I actually like the little scramble mode here. It was a pretty interesting little throw-in, especially when, if you and a friend are on a team and you both just jump in and everything like that and fight other two people. It's a step in the right direction for the game. I will give Capcom and Namco credit for this. I mean, it was a pretty good idea. Sadly, to me, gameplay doesn't feel as smooth as Super Street Fighter 4. I mean, in fact, many others have compared it to as well as I have. That if anything, it's like Capcom vs NSK2. I mean, it's not bad. It's just going to take time to adjust, especially if you're a Street Fighter 4 fan. If you're a Tekken fan, it's going to probably be harder for you to adjust. But honestly, I mean, I'm not complaining too much. I mean, the game could have been a lot worse. Like it's just certain combos that made you a great player in Super Street Fighter 4 or any of the Street Fighter 4s that you played. It's going to be different now. You're going to have to switch up some combos, you're going to have to switch up your style, especially like with tagging in. Now, I haven't really gotten tagging in pretty good except for like right here where we did the two super combos here. But honestly, I hope to get better at it, because I've completely given up on Soul Calibur 5. I got this game now, I'm happy. I just hope that I can get the tags and keep going a little bit longer to make me last longer online against people. Okay, so let's get down to it. This game is both good and bad. Let's start off with the good because, like I said, you can't have the good without the bad, and it's gotta be done. First off, playing online just sucks right now. I do not know how Capcom released a game this amazing and to have online problems like these. And what I mean is, like, one, it takes forever to locate a player, as you can see here. Anything. I mean, this is a pretty long wait time just to find somebody. I just couldn't believe the problems I was having. And second of all, even if you have full bars, there is serious lag to the game. There's a sound glitch and graphics glitch. You know, like I said, sound cuts out or comes in too late, and that really messes up my flow of battle. I really can't concentrate that well because, you know, I'll hear an attack name shout like a couple seconds after I've already done it, or, you know, I get thrown off, because sound's a big important thing when you're playing. I mean, like, some people just like listen to music to drown out everything, and I guess I could do that. You know, I could just throw my headphones on and listen to some like theme music, or put like Guile's theme on because it goes with everything. But honestly, it just drives me nuts. And I'm not bad at the game either. You know, I've ran into other people who have this problem as well. Panda Lady and I, we played a lot of online matches together, and we even noticed the glitches. You know, it was it's caused a lot of spark, but you know, Capcom knows this, and I'm sure they're gonna put out a patch at one point. But like I said, they got to do it quick before they lose fans fast, because, you know, this is just something that shouldn't have happened. Another thing I have a problem with is yet another fighting game without a time attack mode, or a survival mode. Now, I don't know if they took those out to save space, or because online play replaces this stuff. I don't know, honestly, but I wouldn't mind having survival mode back, because in the old days before online play came into, you know, into the system world and everything, I always played survival mode and time attack mode, especially when in like Tekken 4 I played a lot of survival mode. Tekken Tag was the same way. So even in Marvel vs. Oh wait, no, well, not Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I actually played a lot of the score attack in that. But honestly, I just don't know why they're gone. Maybe it's because you get better experience fighting human players than actual computer-controlled players. And I mean, that's cool if you do, but I don't know. But I'm glad we have the little mission challenge modes in this. I mean, that's something that honestly I like that. Like I said, I'd like survival mode, but honestly, this day and age, I will take what I can get. I was also surprised that there were no minigames to this, like a Tekken Force kind of game, or the Barrel Buster, Car Crusher. To me, that would have helped tie everything nicely together. That wouldn't have been a little bad thing. But still, it's by no means a bad game, because it's missing a few game modes, and, you know, everybody was really happy when the Car Crusher barrel thing came back for the Super Street Fighter 4, you know? It was that one, and it was also an arcade edition. But, you know, just for future references, I hope Capcom either sees this video, or, you know, responds to the emails I've sent them, or, you know, just whatever. I hope they really, like, start listening to the fan community next time they plan a big fighting game, because these things would be kind of nice in the future. Who knows, maybe we'll see DLC of it, you don't know. My final complaint with the game is the gem system. Honestly, did we really need it? It's a cool little feature and all, but I'm not one for stat boosting effects. I mean, EX moves are cool, the X Factor from MVC3 was pretty cool, but honestly, I'm just not a huge fan of the gem system. They say it's to help everyone, balance everything out, you know, like, non-experienced players can use these and get ahead in battle. But I'm sorry, if you get an experienced fight fan, and he gets good with the gems and knows how to use them the right way, you might as well just put your controller down and go to the bathroom while you get, you know, air juggled a million times and get your ass kicked. I mean, I wouldn't be complaining so much if there was a game mode or like an option to switch off the gem abilities. To me, that would have been fine. You could have kept the gems, you could go online, there could be a separate thing for gem battle, normal battle kind of thing, you know. It just would have been a better thing. It's not like that I'm not saying I'm not bad with the gems. I've used them and everything, just, you know, just to see how they flow in battle and how they help you out. But honestly, to me, I'm just like boom, 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 boom. I like my regular stuff, you know. I like just regular hand-to-hand, no help. Like I said, the EX moves is fine. The X Factor from Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is alright. I don't use it as much as other people do, because I just like to stay, you know, normal. Don't really use anything to help out. But it's here to stay. There's nothing more that can be said. I mean, like I said, maybe Capcom could release something and a mode without gems or something like that. That would be pretty cool to see in the end. Okay, I've ranked down this game enough. It's time to get on to the good about it. Right off the bat, I think this game is going to be good, and I was right. Despite its online problems and a few other things, I enjoyed the characters they chose, especially for the Capcom side. Everybody I hoped for was almost added. I mean, I didn't see Dan put in there. I mean, I would have liked to see him thrown in there for fun, but, you know, it worked out. I was a bit disappointed in the Tekken side for the characters. I was kind of hoping Brian Fury would be in there, Eddie Gordo. I know Christy is in the game. She's actually on the DLC content that's locked within the disc. But, you know, Law and Paul were added, Yoshimitsu's in there, so it was a good rounded cast. I got most of the characters that I used from previous Tekken games. Now, another thing that people are raging about is the fact that DLC is already on the disc and all that stuff, but we can't unlock it. Everybody's just gotta be patient. This was done so that in the future, we didn't have to buy multiple Street Fighter Cross Tekken games. You know, we didn't get like a Super Tekken X Street Fighter Turbo HD Remix Hyper Special Edition version, you know? I also found out that Cody and Guy are in the game, and that excites me greatly because Cody was my best character in Super Street Fighter 4, so my teams are going to probably change up once that content becomes unlocked. I find the game to be pretty solid, though at times it can be frustrating to, you know, unlearning the ways of Super Street Fighter 4, to learn the new tag combos, dealing with the online things, but hey, you know, can't be picky about these things, right? Okay, Street Fighter Cross Tekken, is it for you? Well, if you're a die-hard Street Fighter fan, then yes. You may have to learn to fight differently than you did in the previous games, like Street Fighter 4, the arcade edition and everything. But it's worth it. I say it is. Tekken fighters might have a problem getting the hang of how the game works. They're probably not used to... I mean, no one's used to it. No one's used to really fighting as... like, Tekken characters fighting as the Street Fighter characters. So, you know... You just gotta watch the videos online, you know, see how the control goes on, watch online streams, everything, just, you know, and then if you like it, give it a shot. If you don't, then Tekken fighters can just wait for Tekken X Street Fighter, right? So, like I said, I just hope that they fix all the online things. I was glad I picked up this game. I mean, I got the special edition. Like I said, some things bother me, like the online play, the gem systems. Not really a fan of the Pandora system they have. It's kind of like a double-edged sword to me. I don't really use it that much. I don't see the purpose of it. I mean, like, I know there's a purpose in it and everything. It doesn't work well with any of my strategies, and that's fine. I've ran into people who've respected me for that. So, like I said, I don't really use it that often, and I don't plan on using it a lot in the future. Alright, everyone. Well, that does it for another new to retro review. 2 in 1 week. I kind of like doing that, and I hope you enjoyed it too. Please subscribe if you haven't, because it's free, and in this day and age, free is a damn good thing. Tweet us on Twitter or stalk us on Facebook to keep up with all the newest stuff going on here on our site and in the world of video games. Next week we will begin Resident Evil Tribute Month. It should have been started earlier this month, but like I said, I went away, so, you know, we didn't get to do it yet, but we are going to do it. And what this is we're going to review a lot of old Resident Evil games and new ones. I won't be handling it alone either. A few die-hard Resident Evil fans are going to stop by and share and review their favorite Resident Evil games with us. So we're going to start things off next week with our first Wii review, and have it be the rail shooter and sequel to the popular Umbrella Chronicles, Resident Evil: The Dark Side Chronicles for the Wii. So grab a few first aid sprays and join us next time for some arcade-style zombie shooting. So until then, I will see you all next time.